Octave lower.
An octave lower?
Yeah, try that.
So it'd be
So you can reach those higher notes there.
I've rejected affection for years and years. Nah, but I do need to reach those high notes though, because
That's what I'm saying. Try octave lower.
I've rejected affection for years and years. Let me lock in. But I saw her, my vision went crystal clear. I tell her she is pretty. I could tell she got shy. What is it? She told me that I'm pretty too. Well, that was weird. Oh my goodness. Well, that was weird, but it was cute. With every passing moment, promised myself I'll never lie, I'll always try to make your heart melt. What is it? 'Cause I think I've fallen in love this time. I blinked and suddenly I had a Valentine.
Write down
Oh
your
my
your,
God.
your lyrics version so you can have it in front of you when you actually sing it.
How lame would that be? Bro, I'm
Okay,
freestyling
fine.
this. What are you
You're
talking
freestyling
about?
it? Okay, fine. So you can focus on the notes when you're singing it. That's why I'm saying. That's why I
Nah,
said
I just
that.
need it's somewhat easy because I did buy hard these cards. I don't know. It's because of the recording, bro. Whenever you record something, all music talent just leaves your body.
Needs your body.
Because I swear to God, I played this thing 3 times perfectly fine, like yesterday. But anyway, there's your little bloopers for this week. Let's get to the actual episode. My God.
Right, that was a pretty good clap. I can't lie.
Mm-hmm. I guess we can just record the intro now. Why not?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, who gives a shit about summaries? We're gonna be as clueless as the audience now.
Yeah, sure. Let's go for it. Why not?
Cool. Welcome back, everybody. Well, who's starting? I guess you're starting.
Who started last time? I don't even
I think
remember.
me.
It's been a while. Was it you? Was it you?
Whoever. Who cares?
Ah.
Just do it.
Yeah, all right, cool. Welcome back, everybody, and happy Valentine's Day, or at least that's when we're
That's when
recording it.
you are definitely not saying this on Valentine's.
Yeah, you're not going to see this on Valentine's, but when we're recording this,
By the time this comes out, it's probably going to be Easter, to be honest. But
actually, yeah. So happy Easter, everybody.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why Kevin was doing his Valentine
Yes.
prep
Yes.
song or prep practice because it's Valentine's on the time we're recording this.
Yes.
Well, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed Valentine's and hope you're getting and excited for Easter
Yeah.
that's coming up. But today we have a new episode for you guys.
Yay. And yeah, it's been a while for us as well since our last recording. right?
True, that is true. That is
It's
true.
this new once every 2 weeks schedule is really lax on us. Like we're not forced to record every week now.
True,
because
and
we do
yeah,
have a backlog.
we also did
so
have exams this passing week as well, so that also
it definitely helped in there.
yeah.
But yeah, it's nice to be back in the hot seat. Back to just talk shit for 1 hour or more.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, anyway, the I guess this is what episode 23. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
technically, yeah.
episode
Yeah.
23. You guys would be just coming off the back end of the Miran and Yusra episode. That means, wow, that feels like it was a long time
It was a long
ago
time ago.
for us.
It was.
It was last month. It was
Yeah.
It was beginning of
We
last
recorded
month
that
almost.
last month. Yeah.
So yeah, it's been a while for us, but hopefully you guys enjoyed that. You guys definitely enjoyed the first part. I know that for sure.
133 views right now.
Yeah, the second part and third part, I have no idea because they're not even out. I've not even finished editing them yet. So, but hopefully you enjoyed those as well. Anyway, the topic for today, as you can see in the title,
Ignorance versus knowledge.
Yeah. So how do you decide the balance between ignorance is bliss and knowledge is power? So given the points that we have today, seems a bit interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It seems nuanced. It seems like it's straightforward sometimes and then not so straightforward
Oh no, for
sometimes.
sure,
So
for sure.
let's see how the episode plays out. But yeah, without further ado, do you have anything to say?
No, let's get straight into it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Enjoy the episode. Okay.
Give me a second. Give me a second.
Yeah,
Cold
yeah, yeah.
today is something else.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go.
All right. So yeah, you can take us to point one.
Oh sure. All right, cool.
Just jump straight to it.
God damn, how do we do this? How do I do this? Alrighty.
Provide background music.
Bro, it's been a while. I can't lie to you. Should I just
Mhm.
read the question? Should I just read the question?
No. Just say the point and then
Just
go
say the
from there.
point? Alright, cool.
We just said the question.
No, I mean like the questions down to whatever. Okay, so the first point is going to be the comfort paradox when knowledge creates anxiety. So there's going to be a lot of uncomfortable truth sometimes. Knowing more genuinely makes you less happy and more anxious sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So first question for this point would be: think about a time where ignorance actually would have been better because the information just spiraled you into anxiety without helping you.
Mm-hmm. So you want to start this? Like, what do you think your thoughts are on that?
Like, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I get how more knowledge can definitely cause more anxiety and cause you to be less happy. I guess for me, this has been happening more recently with the stuff that's been going on around the world.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I want to get into that specifically.
Oh, you will. You read the points. You will.
Damn, bro. Oh, well, the points that I'm probably gonna bring up are more for the second question here, but I could
Okay.
start here.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's been a lot of news, especially at the beginning of the year,
Mm-hmm.
with the whole
Just say it.
just Trump thing.
Yeah.
He's not even a person to me anymore, bro. He's just ridiculous, and that's not and that's the best way of putting it, honestly. Need I say more? Need I say
I mean,
more?
what's
Like,
the
if
effect
you,
that it's having on you per se?
it is so taxing to just have at the back of the mind that this guy can just do whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants, to whoever he wants, right? And he's just basically getting away with it. Yeah, it's just not a fun thought to have in the back of the head the whole time, especially now that his.
But why keep it in the back of your head? I mean, is anything that he's doing personally affecting you in any way apart from like the minor inflation we have going on here? Which, to be honest, is not even entirely his doing in the first place. But
True. But it's true that his actions aren't necessarily affecting me directly, but
maybe are they affecting people you care about? Is
yeah,
that why? Okay.
or his actions are threatening, or seems like they're gonna threaten some of the people that I care about next. So it's just not an all around nice feeling. Actually, fuck me. I have a family member that lives in America right now, so there's that.
Well, but America has been, how do we put this lightly? America has been in trouble for quite a while.
No, but I am more specifically talking about the whole ICE situation. Yeah. So yeah, there's
what
there's
exactly is that, by the way? Walk me through, because the first time I heard of it was when the whole, was it the Grammys that just happened where all the celebrities were like, F ICE or whatever. I was like, what's ICE?
So the whole ICE situation, I don't know what the acronym actually. I'll search it up actually. right now so we can
Mm-hmm.
have the actual name. ICE acronym meaning. Here, it's Immigration and Custom Enforcement. So they are in charge of immigrants and people that come in and out of the country. So what's been happening recently under the Trump's administration is that he's just deporting anybody with a Latin American background or anything that's not American. And ICE in general is just doing that with very little evidence.
Mm.
And it seems like they're just picking and choosing whoever they see in the streets.
Mm.
And if you're one of those people, happen to be one of those people, you're just out.
Mm.
And the worst part about it is a lot of these people are getting sent uh, to jail without their family members knowing,
Mm-hmm.
and then they get deported to what country again? What's
Venezuela.
no, not Venezuela. Then they get deported outside the country to a jail that's known for abusing.
Puerto Rico? Yeah.
Just give me a second.
Yep. No problem.
Oh, it's it's my alarm saying that we have to record.
Cool.
All right, cool. All right, that shouldn't bother us anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But they get sent to, I don't remember the country. Fuck, how do I know?
One of the
country?
Latin
It doesn't matter.
American,
But
sure.
they get sent to a country where to a jail specifically that's known for the facility is known for abusing those people in there. And the whole thing is just messed up because there's no evidence. They're just picking and choosing whoever they want, sending them to this jail that it's known for abusing their prisoners. And some of them don't even come back. So there's that.
Mm. I say, yeah, okay, no, it makes sense. So, do you think that ignorance of that information would cause you to would be easier on your mental or no?
Because this is where we get into the more complicated stuff. Because is it good not knowing about this stuff, especially when I have family members there,
Mm.
and if they just disappear for no reason, I'm gonna find out anyways, right? So it's just like, yeah, it's not. It's
So,
not
but I
that.
mean, is it worth the potential worry? Because I mean,
Yeah, true. Good point. Potential worry. Yeah, I guess.
like hopefully none of them have disappeared yet. So,
No.
and they won't in the future. So,
Because that's the thing, right?
Mm.
Right. You're right in the sense that it is a potential and it hasn't happened yet.
Mm.
But like with the ways that things are going, it seems like it is heading towards that direction, and it's out of sheer probability of chance, it could just be one of them.
Mm.
So it's not even if I do know it's a probability, it's not an easy fear to just
Yeah.
get rid of.
Mm.
You know how like some people, especially early stages of their life, they have a fear of death, right? And they have to confront that. I guess I'm still in that process.
I wouldn't say it's just the early stages.
No, true. You're right.
A lot of
True.
us have it all throughout.
Not true.
our
You're
life.
right.
But yeah.
You're right. But like other irrational thoughts, like arachnophobia or fear of just flying in planes or stuff like that. There's a process of how you have to face that fear to be able to eventually,
Mm.
be comfortable with that action, that thing,
Yeah.
right? I guess I'm still in that process, but like,
I don't think this is really a thing that you can be comfortable with.
exactly.
But at least the current the ice situation, at least for example, it's something that can only be resolved when it's resolved. Like if it continues to go on, it's not gonna. There's no way you personally can like alleviate your worry about it. For example,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like if we take another case, for example, we could take the um. No, let's not take Ukraine, Russia. Let's take Israel and Gaza, right?
Mm.
The whole Hamas versus the military thing. Like it was big news. Everyone was worried. when it first came out, and
Mm-hmm.
it had its news cycle for whatever amount of months or weeks or whatever. But now uh it's been put on the back burner. Not to say that it's not happening; it's still happening. People are still suffering.
Mm-hmm.
Injustice is still going on.
Mm-hmm.
But then obviously the attention on it is much lesser. And
True.
now obviously some people choose to continue to have their attention on that, be like advocate for activists. That fair enough. But let's take for us personally, we don't have Israel and Gaza at the back of our mind at all times, unlike
Mm.
ICE.
Well, no, no, yeah. Ice
For
is
you at least,
definitely,
yeah.
yeah. Ice is
And dare I say, maybe even
above
more
that, I
for even the
guess.
whole Russia Ukraine thing. I didn't want to say that because your mom's from Ukraine, so
Yep.
I don't know if that still has an effect on you, but for
No, that
most
one's also, yeah. No, that one's also as well.
mm, yeah, for most of the world at least, we a lot of us have moved on from that whole situation after the first few months of that it happened, like what, 3 years ago, three
Yep.
4 years ago.
Yep.
So yeah, but I think um mm, when it comes to world events,
Mm-hmm.
um at least from experience, I can say that ignorance gives you way more peace, only when it doesn't affect you personally or like
Mm-hmm.
people you care about personally.
Mm-hmm.
But like, let's say for example, uh the Australia wildfires or something that was all the rage in like 2022 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
What am I going to do worrying about the fires there, right? So like for me personally, I don't engage much with the current affairs because as very obviously because I didn't even know what the whole ice situation was.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't uh concern myself with current affairs too much. Obviously you need to have a certain amount. But then as a result, I think for me personally, it uh I won't say alleviates, but it there's way less there's way more less information for me to worry about. Because I
Mm.
mean most of the news that's happening in the world nowadays is anyways negative. There's like very less positive
True.
stuff.
True.
Or there is positive stuff, but it's not, oh sorry, there is positive stuff, but it's not being
But the media
publicized.
turn like,
Yeah,
yeah, they push out the negative
yeah,
way
it's not
more.
being publicized as much. So you know I just avoid it because of that.
Mm-hmm.
And for me personally, I think that ignorance has worked.
Mm.
But for others, they like to really keep up to date with everything that's going on, and like the world's current affairs makes up most of their like discussion topics with their friends, or like what they think about, write about, whatever. They watch news as a hobby during their free time and stuff like, not hobby, but in their free time and stuff like that. And I don't know what their mental is like. I don't know, I can't speak for them if they actually prefer having all of that knowledge versus wishing that they just didn't. But yeah, like what are your thoughts about it? Like let's take the ice situation apart,
Mm-hmm.
just world news in general for you. What do you think?
Uh,
So
Let
events
me
that are
just.
still bad but that don't really affect you or people you care about personally.
All right, cool. Sure, I'll get into it. Like, there's
Mm.
other points, but yeah, no, why not?
It's all
Yeah,
jumbled in,
exactly.
so don't worry.
It's gonna be jumbled in.
There's
Yeah,
no like
exactly.
proper format or structure to this episode, but
Ah,
it is what it is.
goddamn. With other world news.
Mm.
Yeah, you're asking me personally, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Me personally. Damn. Okay, recently
Mm.
I've been distancing myself from it
Mm-hmm.
because the reminders are just at one point it's just not useful anymore, right?
Yeah.
But then, uh, I don't, I don't know, right?
Mm.
Because there's also as human beings like there is some sense of responsibility
Mm.
to help each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess that's the main bit that drives me at least to stay somewhat informed with the events,
Mm.
especially the ones that affect people that I care about.
Yeah.
Um, but damn, it is. I did say that I was keep staying distant recently, but
Mm. Do you think
oh,
have you noticed it having a significant impact on your mental or no?
not really,
Okay.
not really,
Mm.
because I'm still thinking about it anyways.
Or
Because I
is it
already
mm,
no, because go ahead.
is it one of those that just quietly eats away at you till it's like uh, lack of a better word too late? Like is it something small that compounds into something bigger, or is it just something big that affects you,
Because that's the thing. I don't know how
or
it.
is it neither?
Yeah,
Mm.
that's what I was gonna say. I don't know how it really is affecting me.
Mm.
Because I wouldn't say it is something that is eating away at me. Because I got other stuff to worry about too, right? And
Yeah.
then, uh, the whole shebang of being a uni student and
Mm.
having my own responsibilities on top of these worries. But I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't say it's something big either.
Mm.
Um, I don't know. It's just there.
Mm.
It's just there. I don't know what it's doing.
It just
It
exists. It's
just
just sitting
exists, I
in your
guess.
mind,
It just exists.
waiting for someone to bring it up, and then you can be like, I have something to contribute in this conversation.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't even know if it's that.
Nah, that was a joke. Just
Yeah,
yeah.
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 No, yeah, but yeah, just I don't know
Mm.
if it's even that. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's just there.
I mean, fair enough,
It's
but
just
yeah.
there, and it needs its nourishment of information. I guess that's the
Okay.
only way I can put it into
Mm-hmm.
words.
Cool. Oh, damn. But yeah, okay. We can. We'll obviously be touching on that again,
Of
but
course, yeah.
for a not really a tangent, but a tangent. Uh, about the paradox. So, like, knowledge is supposed to empower us, but sometimes it just paralyzes us. And do you can you remember a situation where knowing more has made you less able to act, not more?
This one's this one's kind of
Mm.
this one's kind of easy.
Mm.
I can put to multiple scenarios where that's happened.
Mm.
One
Yeah.
one pretty recently. Well,
Mm-hmm.
is choosing unis and which countries to go to.
Yeah.
Uh, uh, yeah, especially with the internet in my hands, you
Mm-hmm.
can research any country, every country,
Mm.
and see their pros and cons, and you have to weigh them, and then
You're
uh,
just like, I don't want to do that, bro. Let the wind take
right, but
me.
the pros and cons are also subjective based on
Yeah.
your own personal preference, and
Yeah.
then even then, it's just I don't know,
Yeah.
right? Another one probably maybe choosing. One was choosing what career paths to go to choose.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Right, the whole arts or engineering thingy.
yeah,
Mm.
exactly. Architecture
Mm-hmm.
or stuff to do with design.
Mm.
Yeah, that whole stuff. Just having a multitude of options definitely causes what's it called? Choice paralysis? Is that what it's called?
Something like that. Yeah.
Something like that.
Mm.
Um, but
Yeah.
no, yeah. In the end, I did choose, as you can see, I am here
Yeah. Yeah.
studying
Yeah.
engineering.
Yeah.
Right.
Is there anything currently that you are
Mm,
not acting on because of the huge influx of information
no.
that you have, or no?
No.
Mm.
No, or maybe yes. No, no, no.
Mm.
I don't think so.
Okay.
At least I don't think so.
Okay.
Right, but I'm guessing you can
Yeah, yeah, no, I
relate
have
somewhat
my,
at
yeah.
least to.
Yeah, no, well, mine is more like obviously the uni thing, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But for me personally, the uni thing is my mom, I just delegated the whole thing to my mom. My mom did the whole thing, so she could speak more to that. But for me personally, it's more on the creative side, I guess.
Mm.
Like the huge amount of information that is on, like, let's say photography or like videography or like design or uh anything really in podcasting or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Like it's, you are very easily, like, especially if you want to do something of your own, like for example, let's take this podcast, like we want to do this uh by ourselves,
Hmm.
then like you, it's very easy to be tempted into just researching more and more and more and more and more
Of
and more,
course.
because you don't want to,
You want to be
you
perfect,
yeah,
right?
you want to start as great, as well as you can, you know. You want to start as well as you can.
Right.
So that was how I was when I was coming up with the concept of this one, because thing is, with my previous podcast that I did, it was like a huge lack of preparation. So because of that, like, I mean, I don't have any regrets for the podcast, but it was definitely not the best,
Hmm.
right? So this time around, I wanted to change that. So then I kind of went on this extreme of the whole planning thing of like, okay, these are the topics. Okay, these are the, how do I do this? How do I do that? How do I,
Hmm.
and then it just kept going on, and then like, but then when it's actually time to start, or like, okay, maybe I should start now,
Hmm.
you're so scared, you know.
Oh yeah.
You're so scared. But then the thing is that there are things that you can only learn after you start, like it, like for example, like we take the first attempt of this podcast, right? Jesus Christ, I mean, I and the thing with me is, even after that I didn't learn, but like it uh it at least showed me that how like the allure of talking to a camera where no one's listening, right? You can tend to overshare like crazy.
Mhm.
And then obviously I learned a little bit of it, but then not much. But it's only after this one started, and then like after the first few episodes, I was like, nah, okay, you know what? Maybe I should reel back,
Tone it down, yeah.
right? Because someone just kept quiet, Nick. But anyway, so so yeah, and you will never learn that, like, unless you didn't start,
Mm-hmm.
or things like that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Even other things regarding, like, in the more technical aspect, in editing and like the way these things are produced and script writing and all of that. Like for example, we in our first attempt, we didn't have a script at all. We
Yeah.
were like, you know what, we can totally do this unscripted, just
Just go with the
go
flow.
with the flow.
Go with the
And the flow
flow.
was turbulent as hell. So
Mm-hmm.
it made no coherent sense.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a learning point. And then when we actually started this, we had a script, or we,
Bullet points at least.
yeah,
At the very
use the
least.
word script very loosely. It's not
Mm-hmm.
like, you know, we by heart everything we say. It's just
We still want some turbulence, you know.
yeah, it's it's the fences that help us not deviate too much
Exactly.
from the topic. But yeah,
Holy shit. My voice, what the fuck?
uh, but yeah, so learnings like that, and then
Mm-hmm.
other things, like even like now currently, as I've mentioned, I have like a passion project that I'm working on. Um, Now bear in mind, it's nowhere near like ready to be actually produced,
Mm-hmm.
but even in that sense of like, okay, there are maybe things that I can do now that I'm still not doing.
Hmm.
It's because of, I know the level of content that's out there,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, I mean, even if I do this, like, what's the, why would anyone watch it? Why would I watch it, you know? Because it's not to that level of like so and so, or like this and that and
Mm-hmm.
whatever. But then at the end of the day, it's also about you will not get better unless you do it by yourself, you know? And it's something that I do want to get better at. So I have no choice but to start. So there's that. And this applies to like a lot of other people in a lot of other fields, like even engineering, for example. Like some
Oh no, for
people
sure.
just love sticking to theory because don't, they are afraid to start with the practical aspect of it. Or it's the vice versa, some people like really understand the practical aspect of it but can't translate it into theory and struggle there and yada 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 and all of that. So the the exposure of information we have in this day and age due to the internet is both a blessing and a curse, in my opinion. It is, you can learn so much, but then that also causes you to doubt so much as well, or question as much. So yeah.
Gotta learn to live with doubt and
Mhm.
accept that failure is always gonna be part of the process. I guess that's
Yeah. What do you think the balance with that is? Like,
just what I said. Because getting more information isn't inherently bad, right?
mm-hmm.
Is the bit where you doubt yourself. That's where it starts to hinder you. But you need to learn how to actually get past that hindrance by, just like I said, learning that failure is always going to be part of the process, and that
Mm.
doing the actual thing is the actual, that's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
goal, right? That was the goal, right? To actually do the thing, not just
Yeah.
do the preparation and the learning,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right? You actually
Yeah.
have to do it. It's not just the knowledge. You have to actually do something with the knowledge.
Yeah. Like
So
I
yeah.
personally know as well, like a person who wants to start a business
Mm-hmm.
um related to like selling designs or something like that. And she has a good amount that she can start right now. I mean, legal stuff aside,
Mm-hmm.
she's still figuring that out. Fair enough. But like apart from that, uh, there are things that she can go ahead with, but she is not reluctant. She is hesitant to go forward with it because this thing like really, really matters to her. It's like
Mm-hmm.
she really cares for it, and she is afraid of how it's going to turn out. If it's going to turn out lesser than her expectations, and how it'll be received, and like dot dot dot. Thing is, you just have to accept that it will be lesser than your expectations, and
Mm-hmm.
it is not going to be received as well as you want it to be received.
Of course,
You
yeah.
know, that's how the first episode of this podcast was. It was way below my expectations.
Mm-hmm.
The reception was way above my expectations, but then that calmed down with second episode, and then I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
these
That,
numbers make more
yeah,
sense. So I was like,
yeah.
okay, cool. So yeah, I think it applies for like anything that you want to start, be it a business, something content related, or just a hobby even,
Yeah.
where you're afraid of how it would affect you, or like, because some people they really like, let's take volleyball for example. I
Mm-hmm.
watched Haikyuu and then I wanted to play volleyball,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm like, I start, and then I have a certain expectation of myself that I'm like, okay, I know I'll be shit, but maybe not like entirely shit. Maybe I know like a little bit because I watched this thing that they explain how it works. Let me just do the same thing, and then you play the
Mm-hmm.
sport, and then you're like absolute dog shit, right? And then you're like, oh my god, what am I doing? And then like building yourself up to that point of being where your expectations was itself is like a very strenuous battle,
Mm-hmm.
especially when like let's take volleyball for example, where it's a team sport where your incompetency
Affects everybody.
affects everybody in the team, and you will lose points because of you. And then at least in our case, it's not like a set team, like
Oh no, it
the
always
the
changes.
people are
It always
regulars,
changes.
but like the team always changes. So then if you're new to that part, you are afraid of like their perceptions of you and this and that. And then obviously there are situations where it's like, because you're not skilled in the sport, they won't, like for example, someone won't set to you because you can't
Mm-hmm.
spike, or someone will come and cover your receive because you can't receive. And that's the paradox of it, where it's like, it makes sense why they're doing it, because obviously who wants to lose?
They want to win, right?
Yeah, like you want the point, but then at the same time, how are you going to learn
Without the failure.
without the failure? How are you going to learn to receive the ball if no one allows you to receive the ball, right? So that, I think it's maybe easier with like solo sports, like let's take badminton for example,
Oh, yeah.
because the sole responsibility of the point or the victory is on you. So you can to an extent control
The
like
outcome.
the outcome, and if you have to practice or whatever, you practice by. So not to say that, like, obviously for me personally, I got better at volleyball because I practiced by myself, and with yours truly here, he was gracious enough to help me sometimes. So yeah, it just depends on like how dedicated you are to said thing, or how much you care about said thing, because there are obviously people that we know that wanted to start volleyball, came once, saw
Never came back.
how
Yeah.
difficult it is, or how the like, obviously it was the whole expectation gap thing only that happened, and they're like, you know what, nah, maybe it's my life was perfectly fine before this,
I don't need it.
I don't
Yeah.
need it. But
Yeah.
then they don't realize how much life would be better once you do reach that level, once you do get there. So yeah, it's a struggle. It's a struggle.
Oh, yeah.
But then it's a well rewarding struggle, I would say. Don't you think?
Oh no, yeah, for sure.
Mm.
For sure. Sports always worth it. In my
Anything,
opinion.
anything. That,
Actually, yeah, anything is always
anything
worth
that
it.
you have
If
the
you-
desire to take that first step on
Exactly.
is worth it.
It's worth it. At least to take the first step,
Yeah. Unless it's something bad, like
Oh,
porn
okay.
addiction or something. Things that will build yourself. But yeah. But yeah. Take us to
weird.
point 2. Why not?
Alright, sure. Alright, point 2. Protecting peace versus hiding from
Is that
reality.
Minisa? Oh, that's Minisa. Okay, cool. Sorry. My bad. My bad.
Alright.
Yeah.
How do we know when we're protecting our peace? Right, I'm not facing the camera. God damn it, how do I do this?
The mic. You can angle the mic towards
I don't
want
wanna, because it's
just
so stiff.
retract it.
I don't wanna.
Oh, but it gets lower. Well, you can-
Exactly. We're back.
Yay.
I'm.
We never
whatever.
left. But anyway.
I am. I am struggling here. All right, cool. There you go. That fixed it.
Maybe sit a little behind.
No,
and then-
this works. This works. Maybe I'm too close. This works. How do we know when we're protecting our peace versus just hiding from reality? What is the difference between those two things? Is it about whether the information is actionable, whether it directly affects you, or something else?
Mm.
You take it away this time. Why not?
Sure. So, yeah, I think it's a thin line. It's a very thin line. Oh, sorry, I didn't even realize. But yeah, it's a it's a very thin line. But where, especially if ignorance is like a habit for you,
Ooh, Yeah, true.
or you're in the habit of living in ignorance, sometimes it's hard to differentiate between it until it's too late, because something will happen that you did need to know about, but you were ignorant about it, and you got to know about it later on, and then that causes whatever problems it causes, and then you're like,
Right. You couldn't do
yeah.
right.
So I think how you deal with that per se, how do I deal with it? It's not something really that you think about as much.
It really isn't, right?
Yeah, because I mean, the things you just know, like it happens right in front of your face,
Right, and sometimes not even knowingly, right? Especially
Yeah.
when you're doing scrolling, it just appears and like, oh fuck, and now I have to think about this for the rest of the day.
Exactly. Exactly.
Thank you, Instagram, for ruining my day. Fuck off.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think I think it really helps to, like, when you're self-reflecting,
Mm-hmm.
it really helps to identify your priorities, like in life, or like your what actually matters to you, in terms of what you want to know. And
Mm-hmm.
then based on those priorities, I think it's a good compass to navigate through information. Like, even if you uh receive information that you necessarily didn't want, or like, TMI or whatever, and you're just let in on that information, you can still choose to whether dwell on it or just ignore it,
Mm-hmm.
you know so I think really going through your priorities on that one, really, at least it's a very good starting point. I think you can definitely build upon that. I don't think I have. I think I'm still in that priorities part where I've kind of figured out, like, what I want to know and what I don't want to know. Or not, let's not phrase it that way. I know what matters to me and what doesn't matter to me. So then accordingly, I, pay attention to said information. But yeah, that's about it. What do you think?
Mine maybe is a bit different. Instead of
Mm.
prioritizing things, I see what things I can actually. How do I phrase this? My English just went out the window there. Which
English EXE load.
things?
Yeah.
God damn it.
English.
Please, English, come back,
English.
please. Where's the
Nick
where's
is in
the
Espanol mode right now.
Nah, bro, I'm in empty mode right now. None of the language files have loaded in yet. I see
uh,
you. I see which of the. Oh, all right. So I consume information.
hmm,
I have the information. I look at it. I self-reflect,
hmm.
and instead of
Do you
seeing
self reflect or just reflect?
both,
Okay.
both. Yeah, yeah, both.
Okay.
And I see based on the information that I have gathered,
Hmm,
I see, and instead of putting a priority on it,
hmm.
I mostly just see if there's something actionable I can actually do. If there's some
Regarding certain information.
exactly
Okay.
regarding said information. If no, I guess just I move on. So if it lingers in my head, so be it. I'll deal with it somehow in the moment because
Yeah.
it's not easy to get rid of, right? Because it's an unconscious habit. I don't know. I'm not a therapist,
I mean, to each their own. Like, I
right?
don't struggle with that, but yeah. Mm.
So yeah, just based on that.
Okay.
If there's
So
something I can
whether it's
actually do,
actionable or not.
exactly, whether
Okay,
it's
fair
actionable
enough.
or not.
Yeah, that totally could be a way. Um, have you? So, have you ever had a situation where you told yourself you were protecting your peace, when you were just actually avoiding something important? And how did you eventually realize that? I just realized this one really affects the people with avoidance issues, who are just non-confrontational as hell. You know, are you like that?
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
Are you not? I know. I am. Uh, I guess I'm kind of non-confrontational. I would like to believe I'm not, but if I'm really thinking about it, I guess I am non-confrontational. But it's not really avoidance for me personally. What about for you? Because I really can't put a finger on it.
I can't eat. I can't either, bro.
Let me go through
Right,
the files of
cause,
Nick that I
cause,
remember.
cause, at least the way we're phrasing this question, have
Yeah.
you ever told yourself you were protecting your peace? Oh no,
Mm,
I can't think of a scenario where I was thinking like I'm ignoring this just to protect my peace. No,
okay.
I don't think I've ever done anything of the sort like that.
But I
Uh,
think you have. There have
have
been.
I?
I think there have been times where you're like, I'm just gonna pretend I did not see that, and then you just move on.
Like what?
Not big things, like
Right?
small things, but like, let's say you saw a unsavourable reel on Insta or something, and then you scroll past, and then you look to me, and you're like, I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see that, and then you move on. But then, yeah, it's not. At least I have not seen you do it for big things.
Yeah, at least for big things. No, I can't.
Yeah,
Especially the way the question is
it's
phrased.
phrased. Yeah.
No, I've never.
Mm.
That sounds bad. I've never protected my sense of peace to avoid something important.
uh, yeah, yeah. Um,
Because even if you do protect yourself, yeah, eventually you're just gonna big slap on the face,
yeah, yeah. It's ironic. That's what it
right?
is. Have I done it? Let me think. Have I avoided something important to protect me? Well, I guess if you're taking it in a more casual, more funny sense, deadlines, I suppose, like assignments.
Oh, okay. Oh, procrastination. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure, sure. Then that way,
I, I
yeah,
I've
okay.
definitely scrolled past, due Wednesday, exercise 7, and I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I have the time to do it now, but what? I'm not in the mood. I would just
I woke up in the morning
avoid
to
that.
see the what homeworks I do today at 12 p.m. I'm like, oh shit. Okay, ChatGPT it is.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe in that casual sense, yes. Um, but
But
like,
does that even protect your peace though? Because it's still in your head. Because you're still thinking about it. You're just
yeah, that's what I
avoiding
said.
it, right?
It's paradoxical. It's
Right? Fuck
counterintuitive,
right. God damn, bro.
Um,
This is
but have I avoided something like life stuff? Have I
life stuff.
avoided something
At least
important to protect my peace? Uh, I guess some. Well, I can't bring out a specific example for this,
that's fine.
and I don't think I want to either. So
Right? Yeah.
I think a part of the reason why I can't remember it is because it's repressed. But maybe in like relationships and stuff, like maybe not so much family, but like with friends or something. If there's like an underlying issue that,
Like you distance yourself from the
yeah,
friend,
like
or
I'm aware of it, but let's say
the other
the
person
other
is
person
okay.
isn't, and it is important for me to bring it up so that we can have a conversation about it. But then,
Mhm.
given my nature, I'm just like, you know what? Nah, let me just tolerate this or whatever, and then it festers beneath the surface, yada yada yada. Um,
Have I done that?
at least it's not reached the point of like fights for me personally,
Mm-hmm.
because what happens with me is I initially, here's how you know that I am a master at ignorance, okay? Because I don't even realize that I'm avoiding said thing.
Okay.
But then once I do realize, and then I
Mhm.
look back, I'm like, oh shit, I was avoiding this. That's how I.
Oh, bro.
That's how I
Oh
am.
no, you gave me. Do you remember Do you remember when I talked about when I ignored the girl that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think that's when I did something like that.
Yeah, so I was like, oh shit, I have been avoiding something. But then once I do realize that, and especially if it involves someone else,
Mm-hmm.
I'll make it a point to like address it. I'm like, okay, we need to talk about so and so. Or at least that's how I am currently. I don't really remember much of how I was before if I just let it be there.
I'm trying to remember if I did it to anybody else now, because if I did it to her, then bro, I must have done it to some other
she
people
she
for
was she
whatever
was
reason it
the
was.
she was a victim of many. She was one amongst many, but Hmm. But yeah, no, I don't think it. I've really not faced like world-ending problems. At least due to my ignorance, to my knowledge, at least.
Yeah, most of the time you're either ignorant or not, and if you are ignorant, it's just whoosh, slap in the
Yeah,
face.
I mean, like, let's take like even a friendship ending or like a relationship ending, right? If you're ignorant about it, it just ended, and you
It
don't
just
even know
ends,
why.
right? You have to
But
play Sherlock Holmes to figure out why.
yeah,
And
and
even then, that's its own can of
yeah,
worms
but
that
in the
can
other
affect you in
person's
different ways.
story, it's all your fault and this and that, and
Mm-hmm.
you didn't address this, you didn't address that. But then,
Mm-hmm.
especially when it comes to a girl, because they just expect you to mind read, just have the intuition of that they have, So it's rough. It's rough. So us guys, we're just simple creatures, bro. Very straightforward with the way we think. So yeah.
Yeah, I got nothing else to add to that.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I guess it happens sometimes without us knowing. I guess.
Mm.
Uh,
But yeah, I guess we already touched on this. Like, is there a test you can apply? Uh,
test.
so I think for you, it was the is it actionable or not,
Yeah,
and then
that would
you sort
probably be mine.
information,
Yeah.
and then for me, it's like what matters to me and
Hmm.
what doesn't, and so on. So I guess we can move on from that.
Yeah.
Um, point three, why not? Ignorance as a tool. So yeah, let's talk about times when deliberately choosing not to know something actually serves you better. Uh, when ignorance is a legitimate strategy, not just avoidance. So, um, what's an example from your life where you deliberately avoided information and it improved your experience? Maybe not reading reviews before seeing a movie, or not checking social media comments on something you posted, or something like that.
Mm,
What do you think?
I can't think of when I did that. No, I have no idea. Oh,
Mm,
oh, oh. No, never mind. I can't think of when.
okay,
Um,
let
this
us know.
podcast is all over the place. We started talking about ice. Now we're talking about freaking
Movies.
movies now. Oh
Why
god.
not? That is the show, brother. That is the show. That's why we love the show so much. Because we are
We should re-
neurodivergent.
we should get tested for autism or ADHD, bro. It's we are goddamn.
Yeah.
Right. I think I told you this already, but I'll tell the story to the audience. This is when Spider-Man Through the Spider-Verse was coming out,
Mm.
and there were all sorts of spoilers, and so I was avoiding all that stuff in
The
general.
Across the Spider Verse one.
My bad, across the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Spider-Verse.
And you told that your sister spoiled something.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
She told me. She basically told me the ending, or not, like a part of the ending where Miles talks to the mother. And then it just hits me in the head. Oh shit, he's gonna end up in the wrong universe. And I'm like, you spoil it to me, but bro,
Yeah,
come
yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same thing for me. For me, it's like what my dad does or used to do. I don't know if he still does it. Is that before we go to watch a movie in the theaters,
Mhm.
he will read the Wikipedia page of said movie and read the plot of the movie just so that he knows that he's not wasting his time
Mhm.
with his movie. Fair enough. And I kind of was in on it for as well. Like I would ask him. So when Avengers Infinity War came out, or no, sorry, not Infinity War. When Avengers Endgame came out, and he did the same thing, and then he now bear in mind for this one movie, I did not want any information, but then he didn't know that I was on this vow of no spoilers,
Mhm.
and he told me that Iron Man dies and Black Widow dies, and I'm like, huh? Excuse me? Or no, wait. Ah, my goodness. No, sorry. It was not Endgame. It was not Endgame. Because I was just thinking, but I did get surprised when they did die. No, it was not Endgame. It was Age of Ultron. Sorry. For Age of
Oh, Age of
Ultron.
Ultron?
Yeah, for
Damn,
Age of
alright.
Ultron. He told, well, we got to know that Pietro dies at the end
Uh-huh.
or towards the end. So that's why throughout the entire movie, it still didn't stop me from loving the character. But then I was just like, man, he's so cool, but he gonna die. He's so cool, but he gonna die.
I can't get in touch, bro. No.
Yeah, exactly. So it was. Uh, I wouldn't say it ruined the experience for me because I definitely very much enjoyed that movie, and I still do when I watch it. Um, but yeah, I mean that's
It's not a bad movie, right? Age of Ultron. I don't know why people
bro. Marvel
disliked
peaked there.
it.
Like it,
I don't know. I don't know why
they
people
disliked it in
disliked
the
it.
moment, but then Marvel really outdid themselves with disappointing us. So then we were like, you know what? Now we actually had it better with Age of Ultron.
Because I mean, like it's not that bad. IMDb 7.3, 75%. Like it's not a
It's
bad
an
movie. It's
amazing
a pretty
movie.
good
Like Ultron
movie.
is an top 10, top 5 villain of all time.
Like
Absolutely.
we had a lot of cool stuff in that movie. Like
Yeah.
I don't know why people
Bro, the
disliked it
amount
so
of
much at the beginning.
philosophy, the amount of philosophical thought that movie had, like
Mhm.
with the whole thing of Ultron and
Ultron
Vision
and
and all of that. My goodness,
exactly.
it was amazing. It was amazing. But
Why did people dislike it so much? I don't.
bro, it's
I
it's
don't
it's always
remember.
the case with these. Like even let's take Amazing Spider-Man for example.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people were a fan of Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, but then towards when the whole hype of No Way Home was coming up,
No, but the second movie is definitely not that great.
no, but
But the first one is amazing. I love the first one.
yeah, but then like towards when No Way Home with the whole hype, everyone was like, Andrew Garfield Spider Man, man, that was where it was at. It was so cool. He does so and all that. So,
Okay, I found a bad review. I'm gonna read it.
and you know
See if
what?
there's
I think it's
anything in
going to be the
this.
same thing with Iron Lung in the
Yeah.
moment because, like, as we saw that day, like at least the critics don't like it as much.
Yeah.
But I think as time passes, when we get worser and worser movies, people are
They're
gonna
gonna
look back and
appreciate
they're like,
the.
you know what? Nah, Iron Lung was where it's at.
Right here. Let me read a bit of this because now I'm curious. The Earth Mighty's heroes reunite, topping every single movie fanatic's most anticipated movie list. Age of Ultron aggregated huge excitement all over the world with its impressive trailer and TV spots. It was destined to deliver a remarkable and splendid sequel surpassing its predecessor, but is it really possible? After a hectic invasion of capturing Loki's Spectre in Eastern Europe, Tony Stark and Bruce Banner. Okay, now let's skip a bit. Mm, okay, here. There's few aspects about the sequel that deserves appreciation, so let's set aside the good things about this movie. To begin with, the illustration of the characters with this movie felt very special to me, including Hawkeye, Black Widow, and Bruce Banner.
Brother,
Now,
read the bad part.
true.
Why you
What's the
reading the
bad
good
bit?
part?
What's the bad part? Okay, so this is all the good part.
2.5 out of 5.
Because there's a lot of good things. Because this whole paragraph is about the characters that he liked
Where's
so
the
much.
bad part of the
This
review?
part starts with the action sequences surpasses every single positive aspect of the movie. The movie kicks off with an immense action scene.
That it
Enormous
does.
1, 2, and they're indeed mind-boggling. Right? Okay, good. But okay. However, my
That,
concern
by the way,
in the movie is
yeah.
about 1 minute and 23 minutes long, and the climax battle scene occupies 30 minutes from the actual runtime. Is that really necessary? With the contemporary fast cut edit style, at certain points things start to get a little disconcerting, which is surely a letdown for a movie.
What?
Because the action scene was 30 minutes long?
But it's a final battle. It's. I'm surprised it was not longer.
How long was the final battle scene in Endgame?
Exactly.
And that was not even good as the last one in here.
Yeah, nah. That person is nitpicky.
But here's what I felt.
Mm.
Are these superhero movies getting generic? If you where's the bad stuff? Just that 30-minute last smack.
If he thinks that superhero movies are getting generic at that point, he is not ready for the future.
With many riveting action sequences, funny humor. The movie is a letdown when compared to its prequel, as it never tells a unique story, which is.
It's not supposed to say a unique story. That was the point of the first one. It's supposed to build. Oh, okay, fine. You know what? Whatever.
Sure, okay. If the uniqueness really is what let it down for him, sure, okay.
But
that
it
one
was still
thing,
quite
but
unique, though.
I
Whatever,
don't
bro.
get it. I
Whatever,
don't
whatever,
get it.
whatever,
Okay,
whatever.
cool.
Anyway, side tangent.
When was it? Wait, when was this posted? This was posted 2015. So yeah, this
Yeah,
is when
this is like ages
around
ago.
the time when it came out. Yeah.
Like
Really? That's the only reason why? No way.
bro. That's 11 years ago.
Yeah, I know.
Damn,
Yeah, I know.
we are old.
Awful. Shut it off when there was about an hour left in the film. Dragged on for far too long.
Man, they don't know what they're talking
Endgame,
about.
bro. How long
Anyway.
was Endgame? Huh? How about that?
Anyway, side tangent. The whole thing of that move that they introduced of Thor like batting America's shield.
Yeah.
That was the coolest thing ever,
That
bro.
was really
Their
cool.
their
right?
combo attacks were really cool in that movie.
The fighters were amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know why here.
Anyway, where were we? What are we even talking about?
We were talking about ignoring
Right, ignorance
spoilers.
as
we were talking about
yeah.
ignoring spoilers. I don't know where else this applies though. Using ignorance as a strategy though, because like
no, it definitely applies. Like,
Well, where
let's
else,
say, uh, we personally have not gone through this, but let's take a scenario, right?
Wait,
Well,
theoretical? What's the theoretical?
let's say that you're you're dating someone
Mm-hmm.
with a sketchy past that you don't know about at the time that you got together with them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and let's say it's been like a solid 4 or 5 months that you've been with this person. You really like this person.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you love them,
Mm-hmm.
and like everything's hunky dory about the relationship,
Mhm.
right? But then let's say you get to know about said person's past. You get to know about her past. Maybe let's say that she was a bit of a ruffian. All right,
What do you mean?
like she she grew up from the south side. You know, if you know what I'm saying.
I got no idea what
Okay,
you're
okay.
saying, bro.
Let's
I got
say
n-
let's say she had some connections in bad places. All right,
Okay.
like she was.
Okay.
Let's say she was involved in some stuff. Okay,
Yeah. Okay.
maybe she served time,
Okay.
or maybe that's a bit too dramatic. Let's instead, you know what? Because I took this route rather than the one I'm about to take because I didn't want to like decharacterize
Mm-hmm.
women, but you know what? It's women are just like this nowadays. So let's just take it. So let ignore
Damn,
the whole
alright.
ignore the whole thing.
Alright, okay.
Let's say the thing about her past is that she was a bit easygoing. Let's put it that way.
Okay, fine.
Okay, she was a. Do you get what I like? You
Yeah,
know
yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean by
I got.
easygoing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But now, so let's say you know that now,
Mm-hmm.
okay? But then the person you know is not the person that her past is.
Mm-hmm.
So you can do at least I know people that are not I don't know them personally, but I've heard of stories where people choose to ignore that past because they think it doesn't affect the present, right? To maintain their happiness, let's say, their peace, to protect their peace. They ignore that fact.
Okay.
Okay. Because obviously to bring that up would be a very uncomfortable conversation,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Because she would be like, first of all, how did you find out? Secondly, like how is it anything to you? It's an overall just very uncomfortable place to be in.
Mm-hmm.
Now that doesn't remove the fact that you should have that conversation, but let's say that you ignore it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Some people might look at that as ignorance being a tool. Whether that serves well in the long run or not, that depends on relationship to relationship. Some of them work out, some of them don't. I don't know.
No, I
No,
don't
no,
know.
but some people do that. Some
Yeah, I
people,
know, but
yeah.
I no, that's not.
I'm
No,
don't get me wrong. I'm not advocating for it either.
No, that sounds like a horrible idea all around. No matter if you care about the past or not, it just
Mhm.
doesn't sound like a good idea at all. No, no.
But let's take scenarios that are like adjacent to that. So like in that
Still
situation,
no.
no, in that situation, like let's say um maybe something about your own past. So like for example, let's say that you had some bad stuff happen to you in the past
Mm-hmm.
that you thought was just coincidental, that just it happened because it happened.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then now let's say you're like really good friends with someone
Mm-hmm.
who like you've known since a long time ago,
Mm-hmm.
since when this bad thing happened,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then maybe you were not on good terms with that person at that time, but now you guys are good friends.
Mm-hmm.
And bear in mind, you don't know, you think that bad thing happened coincidentally, purely coincidental.
Mm-hmm.
But then let's say by some method, or you get to know that this person actually was involved in said thing, and it wasn't coincidental. Said bad thing actually was, it had some pre-planned uh, action towards it, and this person was involved because
Mm-hmm.
he didn't like you, he or she didn't like you very much at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can either choose to ignore that and be like, you know what, but no, I this person is different now. We have a good friendship. I don't think that anything like it really matters right now, because again, it was a thing of the past. It happened. I dealt with it, whatever. So I can just choose to ignore it, protect my peace, protect my happiness, just go about my day. It really does not affect my everyday life now. Or you can choose to dwell on it and then have a conversation with said person. Maybe that leads to this really nice, good friendship ending, or maybe not. Maybe you guys grow stronger from it, but that's a very rare situation that happens. So, in a situation like that, me personally, I would say ignorance is a tool, because I would choose protecting my that peace over like confronting said person about it.
Right? No.
No?
No, no. I still don't think it's a good idea. Yeah.
Okay, let's say
So I
okay.
still don't think it's a
Let's
good
dive
idea.
into that. Why do you think the person should have the
Uh,
conversation, or in this case, why should you have that conversation with that person
um,
about like why did you do so and so thing that happened like 10 years ago? Because bear in mind, this like you learning this information literally has no impact whatsoever on your current day to day life,
yeah.
even with this person, friendship or whatever. You know, it does not have an impact because you didn't even know about it in the first place to begin with. To begin with,
Mhm.
right?
I don't know how to answer this, bro. I still don't think it's a good idea to just.
But why is why I'm asking. I'm not saying it's a good idea either. I'm just saying it's an idea. Whether it's good or bad is for each
Like,
person to decide for this for themselves.
no, yeah, but
So
I
you've
just don't
decided that
think.
it's a bad idea
I
for
don't think
yourself.
it's a
So
good
why?
idea. How
Also,
do I
I'm
answer
so
that, bro?
sorry to the audience. I've been touching this cable like left, right, and center, but ignore that, please.
Why? Why do I think it's such a bad idea?
Because obviously the alternative is confronting the person. So okay, if you can't understand why it's a bad idea, why do you think confronting the person is a good idea?
No, not necessarily confronting the idea. Well, the scenario is a bit vague, but if
If you're not confronting the person, you're still living in ignorance. Maybe you're dwelling on it, but then it's
no,
like
no, no, I was gonna say approach it with curiosity, but that's not the right way of saying it. Maybe
curiosity.
I don't know. That's not the right way of saying it, right? Confronting maybe is a better way of saying
Mm.
it. Mm.
What, like more across the lines of like, instead of asking that person, you're just asking
Well,
yourself, why did that person do it?
no, no, like approaching it with empathy, not with malice. Like
Empathy.
I
But
don't
why
know.
would you? Because it was done to you, and you suffered because of said thing. But it was 10 years ago. Like, you are a completely different person now.
But
This person is a completely different person since then.
I don't know.
What?
Well, I was gonna say because it was 10 years ago, I can
Hmm.
approach it with that in mind, with the
Okay. With
right,
empathy.
yeah.
All right. And then what?
Just whatever happens, happens. I don't know.
That's exactly ignorance,
Oh,
brother. You're still not confronting the fact.
what do you mean?
Like, you're not confronting that person about said thing that you found out. Like, because if you don't confront that person and you're just dwelling on it by yourself, it
No, but what
like whatever, like approaching it with curiosity or empathy or whatever it is
That's
by
not.
yourself.
Not by myself, but like actually to the person, like actually have the conversation with them.
Oh, okay, okay.
Not with myself.
My bad, my bad, my bad, my bad. Okay, but then still, why do you think that's a good idea? Like, I mean, because it's gonna cause some awkwardness, and it's gonna take, even if that conversation goes well,
Hmm.
your trust in that person obviously has taken a hit, and they are
It
also.
would have taken the hit if I confronted them or not, right?
It wouldn't have if you just choose to ignore it. That's what I'm saying.
It's-
Maybe this is just a hill I'm willing to die on type
Right,
of
I
situation.
get,
Alright,
yeah,
fair enough.
maybe, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Um,
Because
no, okay, literally the next point was that. Like, what about knowing details of someone's past before you meet them? Like, if someone's going to introduce you,
because the other thing is, can you fully ignore something for like a prolonged period of time?
I
But
can. I have.
I guess so. Yeah, man. Oh no, bro. I still don't think it's a good idea.
Because okay, for
Because I
me,
feel like it
for
will linger in your in the back of your mind in some way or form, and then
I think it's a case by case thing.
right. Okay.
Like if let's say for example, like let's say it's this is about like my partner.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I care very much about this partner.
Mm-hmm.
So then, obviously, at least me personally, I would choose to confront it because I think that's better for the relationship,
Mm-hmm.
right? So that under there is no lack of transparency or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So at that point, I would confront it. But then let's say if it's like a friend, not a close friend, but just a friend, all right? That, like when we're together, cool, there's good chemistry, it's a good friendship, this and that. But then when we're apart, it's not like I'm thinking about the person,
Mm-hmm.
you know? If I find out something about his past, not even if it has anything to like involve me in it, like let's say he was a criminal or something like
Mm-hmm.
a few years ago, I really wouldn't care. Like me personally, unless it's something like super concerning. Like
But
if he
that's not
murdered
necess-
somebody, that's another story.
Okay, sure, but that's
Right.
not necessarily ignoring. That's just you considering his past and be like, and then deciding if you still want to hang out with him or not based on that information.
It's not no, it's not deciding because if I were to decide on that information, obviously the more logical choice is to no, we're not friends anymore. Like I don't need a person like you in my life. But then I do care for that friendship, and I in my perception of that person, I don't think he's the same guy. So I choose to ignore that information from my uh, perception of said person. Not to say that it's like I forget about it completely. Like it's gonna be at the very back of my mind.
Mm-hmm.
And like let's say in an argument or something, it's definitely gonna come up. Exactly. But then like
Catch a
for
bitch.
but like assuming that it's a very casual friend, you don't really have fights per se. And then what's the
Yeah.
use?
What's the use? You get a better friendship out of it, or you don't. I don't know. Everything's a gamble, bro. Nothing matters. We're all gonna die eventually. Who cares?
Ecclesiastes. Yeah, true.
I don't know how. I don't know how else to approach it. I still think it's better to just confront it, or like the other way I said it, approach it with empathy and curiosity when talking about it with the other person, because everybody has their own story. Nothing is that surface level a lot of the times anyway. So yeah. Whatever happens, happens. I don't know. Just live with it, I guess.
Yeah, nah, your mumbles sometimes is so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, no, fair enough. Um, let's say okay. Let's take this specific scenario.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
So, like, what about knowing details about someone's past before you meet them? Like, someone's going to introduce you to their new partner. Do you want the full history, or do you want to form your own impression first? So, in this case, let's say your sister is introducing her boyfriend to you
Mm-hmm.
because she is like probably the only person you care about as much to actually give a shit. So,
God damn, right.
so let's say that she's introducing her boyfriend to you.
Uh-huh.
What do you choose? Would you rather like are you the protected type where you would rather know the full history of said partner because you care about her safety, or would you want to form your own impression first, like regardless of his past?
Hmm. I don't know. I guess we'll figure out when that happens. No, I'm joking. Right now,
Yeah.
fuck, I don't know, bro.
Like, I mean, this is
Uh,
someone, like, I'll give you more context. Why not? This is a completely made up scenario. I'm free to
yeah,
narrate
sure.
it as much as I
Add,
want.
yeah, add more details.
Yeah. Let's say that, like, she has brought this person up in conversations before.
Mm-hmm.
She really cares about this person.
Mm-hmm.
This is like serious relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And she thinks like it is time to introduce this guy to the family because like I want to
Mm-hmm.
take it further.
Mm-hmm.
And before introducing to the parents, she's introduced to you.
Mm-hmm.
Go. What's your approach?
God damn. Because it's also tricky because we're living in different countries and, I can't just stay up
For
to
the
date with
sake of the
everything.
scenario, let's say that you're in Rome,
Right,
or you're not even in Rome, like you both are in the same place.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say, okay, let's go even more deeper into let's say your family has decided to have a vacation at some destination.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And it's the plan is you both are going to meet up first in said location, maybe wait like a day, and then next day your parents join.
Mm-hmm.
And she has decided that she wants to bring her boyfriend along for this family trip.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, she has informed the family prior that said person is joining because it'd be completely ridiculous to just bring him along. But then obviously she wants to, let's say that maybe she thinks your parents won't like particularly be very enthusiastic about it and she wants your help in like hyping them about her choice. All right. So she wants to do this introduction to you personally during that one day.
Mm-hmm.
So you both are in same place,
Mm-hmm.
let's say the hotel or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
or wherever you guys choose to meet, and said introduction happens.
Mm-hmm.
So you're face to face with this person now.
I guess in that case, I would form my own opinion of him first, so based on first impressions and stuff like that. And then later on, when I get the chance, maybe look into his history. I don't know, but it's none of my business as well. My sister can, she can deal with it herself. Yeah,
Okay, fair enough.
I
There
guess
you
that's
go.
my answer.
Cool.
That's my answer. There you go.
Right. Sure. Move on.
Sure. Yeah.
Point 4.
Information diet. Damn. Diets. Ugh. Choosing what you consume. Well, okay, that type of diet is good though.
Yes.
Damn. All right, cool.
That's what a diet literally is. That's the definition of a diet.
Technically, everybody's eating a diet. It's just
Yeah.
yeah, cool. I don't know why I'm
what-
going with that. Cool. Just like we're selective about what we eat, maybe we should choose. Maybe we should be selective about what information we consume. But how do we act?
Curate.
Oh, why did I see an A before that? But how do we curate that without becoming uninformed or disconnected? Do you actively manage your information intake? Like, do you limit new consumption, avoid certain
Use
topics?
consumption. My man's just blind today, bro.
I'm good.
all that engineering design work has got my man tired. uh, I'll finish it. Like, do you actively manage your information intake? Do you limit news consumption? Avoid certain topics? Curate your social media to control what you see? Yeah. What do you think? Do you think you have an information diet, like personally?
That is very hard to say. Do I have an information diet? I guess.
Okay.
I guess with specific topics that I care about more than others. I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But apart from that, not really, because whatever just comes in the feed, I guess that's the news information I consume. I guess.
Mm.
Not a great way of really reading the news, but and I had a voice crack.
I was just about to say, yo.
So I don't know. That's why I'm having a hard time to decide if I really have a diet because I'm not really limiting consumption
So you're not
in a clear way.
You're not actively choosing what you consume,
Yeah, I
information
guess
wise.
so. Yeah.
Okay. Sure. Then I guess I can speak on it. Yeah, I do very much actively manage my intake of information. As I said, I avoid news. Um, it's not. It's not like I'm playing dodgeball with news though. Like if news is there, it's not like, oh my god, I can't see it. No, like I will see it, and that's how I get to know about my current affairs. So like I only know about the big stuff,
Mm-hmm.
which is not that good given the
Right?
state of
I
the
was about to
media.
say.
But the thing is, I don't really, I don't think there is much of a um, negative impact on me because I don't form my opinion based
Based on what?
on what they're reporting. It's just that okay, said thing has been reported. I'm like, huh, all right, and then I form my own opinion based on that fact. So I think I'm in the clear for now, unless the media gets to a like Illuminati level manipulation. But
You know, that reminds me. I'm just gonna go on a bit of a tangent
sure,
because I was gonna comment about how, or I
yeah,
was gonna make somewhat of a joke about how the media is now just gonna be ChatGPT generated
yeah.
videos. And you know what's so funny? It already actually is because I remember going to the airport in New Delhi and there was a whole ad. No, it wasn't even an ad. It was an emergency video ChatGPT generated for how to deal with what was it? I think it was like earthquakes and wildfires. And it was so uncanny. I was like, why? Like
Uh-huh.
it wasn't informative. The visuals don't help at all because they're just
Yeah,
you know,
AI.
it's just
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, there's that.
My question is what is an what is a infographic or not infographic, but what is an informative video about earthquakes and wildfires doing in Delhi? I mean, I guess wildfires make sense, but we don't really get earthquakes in Delhi, bro.
That's I don't right, and that's just based on what I saw because I couldn't really hear the audio, so I
Mm.
don't know if that's what they were actually
And
talking
it
about.
most probably was in Hindi anyway, so you wouldn't have understood.
Yeah,
But yeah.
exactly.
Mm. Yeah. But yeah, no. So I do at least news there, social media. I've already talked about how I or have I? Because maybe that was in the corrupted version of the video. Well, I let's just say that I am like very specific about what I choose to see on my social media. Not to say that my social media is just can't be random sometimes. Because you literally saw it
Yep,
that
I
day in
saw it.
Hesburger.
Mm-hmm,
Like,
mm-hmm.
you know, random shit will pop up, but then I just ignore it, move on, and then the algorithms. Okay, gotcha. We were trying something new. You don't like it? Fair enough, bro. Fair enough. A new feature, by the way,
What's up?
in Insta, which is really cool that I did not, I completely uh, discovered by accident, is that you can like manually set your algorithm to certain topics now. So, like when you're watching reels,
Yeah, that's actually kind of.
yeah, when you're watching reels, right, there is
Hmm.
the text that says reels, correct? You
Yeah.
click on that, and it gives you the option to like be like, okay, curate your algorithm, and you can choose certain topics and be like, this is my algorithm for this year or whatever.
Hmm.
And then on top of that, you can also like, let's say you're in the mood for a certain topic and you want to see reels based on that topic, you can be like, show me reels from this topic for now, and then it'll do that. And I was like, damn. So yeah, that's a really good feature that Instagram has just added without telling anybody. So
Hmm.
yeah, go try it out. You know, if you've ever wanted to add a new topic to your algorithm, which has just not naturally happen, you can do it now. So
No,
or yeah, or if you want to remove topics from your algorithm, you can do that as well. So yeah,
cool.
uh,
I haven't been in Instagram for a while, so I don't know.
mm,
It was mostly just for text, anyways.
yeah.
Is whatever. I don't care.
But yeah, so that is my information diet. Um, I think it is important because As you've said, as it's been said in this episode, there's way too much information out there. So, and given certain uh, what's the medical term for brain? Certain neurological tendencies of certain people, we can hyperfixate on like stuff that's not exactly useful.
Mhm.
So, especially in those cases, it's important on what you consume.
Mhm.
Because it's not like the internet's a bad thing. That's what the entire world is built upon now.
True.
So, just make the best use of it. Um, but yeah, is there anything in this point that we haven't addressed? I guess you can talk about this. Have you ever gone on an information detox, like cutting out news, social media, whatever? And if so, what did you learn from it?
Right now.
Hmm. So, what are your current learnings that are happening? How's it going? How's it going?
Have I learned anything new about it? No.
I mean,
No.
what's the
Uh,
changes that you've noticed so far?
uh,
Because it's been a while.
oh, I don't know. I guess I spend less time on my phone. That's about it.
But how does that? What's the real
Um,
world impact of that? Like, where is the time that you don't spend on your phone anymore going? Right.
Homework.
Oh, so that's good.
Right. So
So I
that's a
guess
good
more
change.
productive is one.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
about it.
Mm.
Nothing else.
All right. Cool. More
Nothing
productive.
else. Yeah.
Nice. Do you think point five is really like?
The cost of
Is it
readiness
something
and the
new
weight of
that we?
knowledge. Knowledge is power, sure, but it's also weight. It is responsibility. It is something you have to carry. Damn, that was so dramatic. What the?
With great power comes great
With great
responsibility.
power comes great responsibility. I'm not sure why I'm saying with that voice. 'Cause
Because
Uncle
your
Ben,
voice sounded epic.
but Uncle Ben said it. He would have said it in that voice, you know.
He does have a deep voice. What are you talking about? He's old.
Yeah,
Listen to me
sure.
here, Peter. With great
With
responsibility.
great power comes
Great
great
responsibility.
responsibility. Don't you ever forget it.
I don't know why we think he's from Texas.
I don't know, bro. Just
uh,
the first.
Old person voice that came.
Yeah, that came out. We just went with it.
Yeah.
No, yeah, we pretty much went through this last last few points.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about are you being too prepared literally in the first point.
Yeah.
Have you think about the worst case scenario thinking? We've also talked about that in the first point. Have you learned something that you wish to unlearn, not because it wasn't true or useful, but because it was carrying knowledge became exhausting? I guess that one is the one that
Yeah.
maybe we tiptoed it around it. I guess.
So okay, let's dip our toes now. So what do you think?
Let's not hit around the bush.
Yeah.
Let's actually hit the bush this time. What is where'd
It's
that saying
dance
come
around
from?
the bush. To my knowledge, I've
I've
never
heard
heard
hit.
hit around the bush in my life.
I've heard hit around the bush.
I have never heard that in my life. I've heard dance around the bush,
Dash around the
which
bush.
makes way more sense. But it
Maybe
also doesn't because what are we doing?
none of the
Kumbaya? Like what? What?
none of the idioms in the English language make sense. Rains, cats, and dogs. I don't know.
Oh
It's
yeah.
just insane
Where
to
that
me.
even came from
I don't
is
fucking know, bro. Goody two shoes. I don't know.
yeah. Why two shoes, huh? Why not one shoe? Like what? Well, anyway, yeah. What do you think? Like, have you ever learned something that you could wish you could unlearn? Or do you? The more accurate one would be, do you remember? Because I'm pretty sure in the moment you could have just been like,
Is there something you wish to unlearn? You've learned that you wish to unlearn. No, no, or maybe I forgot when if it did ever happen right now.
yeah,
No, I don't think there's ever been something that I've learned that I've at least had a strong reaction, and I was like, I wish to unlearn that fully.
mm,
Apart from the little joke parts, but that's
mm,
just it's whatever, and
yeah,
it's reels anyways. I'll forget it because it's just
yeah,
short form content. That's how it is.
yeah.
Um, and is it exhausting carrying that knowledge?
Mm. Jesus,
Meh. I don't know.
cool.
God, bro. I don't know.
Have you ever learned something about yourself that you wish you could unlearn? because that's where my
wow.
mind. That's where my mind
Oh
went.
shit! I didn't even think about that. Damn.
Or like learn something about someone else that you wish you could
About
unlearn.
somebody else? No, that's
Okay,
never have.
yourself.
About myself? No, no,
No.
no.
Mm.
Well, there's no point to it as well, especially with yourself. Because why would you?
That's why it's a wish, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Oh no, no. I
Yeah.
guess not. No,
Okay.
no,
Mm.
no.
Yeah. No, me neither. I mean, I was that one thing came to mind, but then I was like, nah. It's good that I remember
Right?
it,
Like it's
and
good.
it's
It's
good
good
that I
that you learned
addressed it.
about it, right? Because
Yeah. Like if I didn't, that'd be a very bad thing. So yeah. Nah.
hey, cool. That's
Cool.
the episode. Right. See you
Yeah.
next week. See you in 2 weeks. My bad. No, I'm joking. All right, let's actually finish this off.
Yeah, that brings us to the end of this episode. So, very very chill episode. You know, we are just slowly getting back into
It's all over the
recording
place.
again.
Whatever.
Yeah, to our
Final
pace.
answer. How do you decide balance between ignorance is bliss and knowledge is power? Oh, that's. I guess it's up to
From-
you.
Well, it is up to you,
Right.
but from what I've gathered, you have no balance whatsoever. You are definitely knowledge is power.
Oh
Than
no,
ignorance
yeah.
is bliss.
We were human beings. We're responsible. Whatever. You get the point.
Yeah, and I'm more. Well, I guess in like I'm both, but then more ignorant than knowledgeable by choice, in a sense, a
Mm-hmm.
smidge. But yeah. But as for how do you decide that? Be very self-aware.
Oh no, yeah, yeah. That's probably the main takeaway. Just be self-aware. Do a lot of self-reflection.
Yeah.
Because that's
You need
probably
to-
how you're gonna.
If you don't have it, develop it. It's a task, but it's gonna be very useful. But yeah. This cold, bro, is flipping my skin off.
You're cold right now.
No, I'm just saying I can
like,
feel the
okay.
effects of the cold on my face.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's-
Moisturizer, bro. You gotta buy some moisturizer.
No, I don't have, bro. I moisturized before. You saw me.
Oh, right, I
moisturize before.
forgot,
You're
yeah,
like,
no,
what are you
yeah.
talking about?
I don't know. I guess I just
Yeah.
put more moisturizer. I guess. I don't know.
Anyway, but yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Episode 23. You know, cool stuff.
Very cool stuff.
We are gonna be. Yeah, we're approaching
Actually,
episode
not
25,
that
bro.
very cool stuff. Some stuff are kind of yeah. But whatever.
We're
Cool
appro-
video. Cool video. There you go. That's it.
Yeah. But yeah, we went from ice to talking about
Relationships to talking about
Relationships to
movies
movies
to
and-
talking about social media again.
yeah. But anyway, we are approaching episode 25 quite soon.
Damn.
Yeah, halfway to 50.
Halfway to 50.
That's cool.
How many
We
subscribers
really
are
need
there?
episode ideas, brothers. Like,
Yeah.
audience, please, like, either drop it in the comments or if you know us personally, just bro, hijack us, brother.
Hijack
Just come up to me, shove me. I don't care. Like, be like, hey, I think this would be a cool topic. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool, yeah, for sure. So yeah, we had someone who, well, not exactly approached us, but brought up the podcast without us expecting it. No, who was
Mhm.
it? Who was it?
Uh,
Was it Alexander? I think it was Alexander. No.
no,
Yeah, about the Mirren episode. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Future guest, by the way. See, you can see how preemptive we are by, because we invited someone we just met
Mm-hmm.
onto the podcast.
Well, you just met. I met him a few times before. But
Well,
whatever.
yeah, and he's a guest now, and he'll be coming in a future episode. So
So you want to be in an episode? Just literally
Just approach
come
us,
up to
bro.
us. Honestly,
yeah,
we've got no reason to say no. You're only gonna help us. Honestly, we got
and
no.
we're
reason.
also looking for people.
Exactly.
Like,
We're-
one person pulled out, so there's an open slot.
We've got no reason to refuse.
There's an open slot up for the taking.
We've got no reason to refuse.
Yeah. Except for our lack of topics, so please give us give us some episode ideas. But yeah, Cool. Yeah. Anything else to add?
Like, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell. We got an Instagram as well. You can follow us there.
Yep.
Also, interact with us in any
Link
way,
is in the
shape, or
description.
form. We have an NGL link in the Instagram bio page as well, if you want to be anonymous. And of course, you also have the comment section down below here. And do we have a Spotify again?
Nope.
No?
I'm working on bringing that back.
All right, cool. We don't have a Spotify yet, so wait for that until that happens.
I guess we can. This is way more into the future.
Oh yeah,
but-
true. So maybe Spotify is up again. So yeah, interact with us
No,
there. as well.
I didn't mean that. I was.
Oh,
I was
okay.
talking-
Never mind. You got me excited for a
But
second.
no, but maybe you.
Maybe, I don't
true.
know.
Maybe it's
Maybe
up
not, maybe
by
yes.
April. I don't know. But I was talking in terms of like equipment. Like I told you about this
Oh, okay. That's what
today
you
as
meant.
we were coming.
That's what
But
you meant.
again, this is a way. Like you guys are only gonna see this in maybe, like the change of equipment in I don't know,
May?
August or September.
Maybe. Probably August,
We're getting
actually.
the
yeah.
equipment in May, or I'm getting the equipment in May. Well, I guess we, yeah, because tripods and stuff. But yeah, we're getting the stuff in May. But this guy's gonna be out of town for like 3-4 months.
Yep.
And I will.
We're probably going to have enough videos at least to cover that.
Yeah,
hopefully.
you guys won't feel the difference whatsoever. There'll still be videos coming out, but we won't be recording for a good, like for the entirety of summer almost. And yeah, when we return in August, hopefully, we instead of the audio improving, the video should improve. There's the little teaser for you guys there, So yeah, stay tuned. Stuff is changing. Stuff is changing for the better. Anyway, yeah, I guess
That's it.
what he said. Like, comment, subscribe, follow. Instagram thing is in the description.
We have a Patreon. No, I'm sorry. I was going to say we have a Patreon. We don't.
We're working at it. Yeah, have a good week ahead, or
Yeah.
have a good 2 weeks.
Happy
ahead.
Eastern, I guess. Yeah. Just happy Eastern. Enjoy your time.
Yeah, happy Easter, whether
guess.
it's
I don't know.
after or before. I
After?
literally have no
I
idea
know,
when this
guys.
episode is coming out. So
Whatever. All right. See you in 2 weeks, I guess.
yeah.